told your friend you're not okay.
BTS Kim Taehyung's return with big plans and the promise of a super luxurious concert. On a night that felt different from usual, a night that made the air seem to hold its own breath, fans were suddenly startled by news that spread so quickly, like a small spark that turned into a heatwave across the entire K-pop universe. There were no warning signs, no countdown, no truly clear rumors beforehand. It all began with a brief post on Kpop News, a seemingly simple sentence that immediately gripped the attention of millions. Taehyung is back, and this time, he's bringing something he's never done before. Within seconds, the screens of thousands of armies were flooded with notifications. Comments exploded, and spontaneous conversations spread across every corner of the internet. This narrative isn't just an ordinary comeback announcement. It's a movement that feels like the rise of a great power that has long been waiting for its moment. Taehyung, who has been in a period of calm and reflection, now emerges with a newfound energy that's hard to describe. There's something in the way he's preparing for this comeback, something sharper, more mature, and more striking than anything he's ever done before. But the most surprising element of it all is his promise. A super luxurious concert, an international scale stage mega project that is rumored to be the most ambitious performance in his career. As the post spread, rumors began to surface from various sources. Many say that Taehyung had been planning this project long before the public suspected, perhaps even several months before his hiatus ended. He is said to have been working behind the scenes, meeting with a global creative team, blending various artistic concepts, and experimenting with cutting-edge stage technology never before used in any K-pop concert. Some sources mention that he aims to create a performance that is not only visually stunning but leaves an emotional experience that will linger in the memories of the audience. Early reports describe the stage as more akin to a high-tech blockbuster film than just a music concert. There are rumors of cinematic visuals custom designed for each song, futuristic lighting that moves in sync with the music's dynamics, and stage effects said to create the illusion that the audience is inside a completely different world. Even more surprising, some industry insiders claim that Taehyung was directly involved in the creative process, from selecting the setlist concept and creating the atmosphere to even the smallest visual details. The wave of enthusiasm is unstoppable. Armies from various countries have begun flooding social media platforms with their own theories, predictions, and hopes. Some are trying to guess the concert's concept based on the colors in Taehyung's previous posts. Others are connecting the meanings of small symbols appearing in some photos, and still others are convinced that this concert will be a fusion of musical theater, modern performance art, and a global pop concert. Some fans even say that this isn't just a concert. It's a celebration of Taehyung as a complete artist. Amid the flurry of speculation, music industry observers have begun weighing in. They note that Taehyung's move not only demonstrates his boldness in setting new standards, but also marks a new chapter in the evolution of K-pop concerts as a whole. With his massive global influence, many believe Taehyung has the potential to drive stage innovation to a level far beyond what's been seen before, putting pressure on other major artists to raise the bar as well. Meanwhile, the ARMY community is in full monitoring mode. They're discussing everything, whether there will be international collaborations, whether the concert will be held in multiple countries, whether there will be an emotional storyline in the concert, and whether Taehyung is preparing other surprises like a new solo album or a documentary. The more questions that arise, the higher the public's curiosity and expectations grow. And behind it all, Taehyung continues to move in silence, as if enjoying how the world speculates about his true intentions. There's something about the way he's returning that makes everything feel more epic, as if he's building momentum toward a massive explosion that's been meticulously planned. ARMY feels it. The world feels it. Every small detail, every rumor, every vague leak, it all feels like pieces of a puzzle slowly forming the bigger picture. After various speculations flooded the internet, the atmosphere grew increasingly intense as several reliable sources began reporting that preparations for Taehyung's major stage had entered their most critical phase. While it was all just rumors before, signs of his presence are now becoming more tangible. Small clues have been popping up sporadically, A specific studio was spotted in a blurry upload. Several global musicians are rumored to be involved in production sessions, and a number of international stagehands have posted photos of their trips to an unnamed location. Although no one has directly mentioned Taehyung's name, ARMY knows full well that this kind of mysterious pattern almost always signals something big. As these small leaks emerge, many are realizing that the plans for this ultra-luxurious concert are not only grand in concept but also massive in scale. The collaborations involved are said to be no joke. From stage designers of global projects, visual experts who typically handle world-class festivals, to music composers who frequently work on epic film soundtracks, all are rumored to be part of this massive preparation circle. This has led fans to believe that the concert will have a scale that might even rival world-class art performances, not just an ordinary pop concert. But what makes it all even more thrilling is the report that Taehyung himself is taking a full role in creative oversight. He's said to be present at every key meeting, offering input on the stage structure, selecting the visual color palette to be displayed, and even reviewing the video scenes to be played during the concert. According to one source, Taehyung aims to create a performance experience that doesn't merely showcase him as a singer, but as a complete artist capable of blending music, visual art, and dramatic narrative into a single grand spectacle. In recent weeks, fan enthusiasm has reached a fever pitch. International forums are abuzz with theories about what will be the core narrative of the concert. Some believe the concert will chronicle Taehyung's emotional journey during his hiatus, depicting his personal and artistic growth. Others speculate that the concert will have an exploration theme, with visuals highlighting the concept of a journey to imaginative worlds filled with artistic symbols. There's even a theory that the concert might incorporate elements of a musical theatre, blending dramatic scenes with his signature emotionally charged songs. Meanwhile, the atmosphere on social media feels like a waiting room before a major storm. With every passing second, more and more small signs reinforce that the big date is getting closer. Global concert schedules are starting to clear out at several iconic locations, leaving fans wondering, will one of those venues become the first stage for Taehyung's grand project? Some fans have even analyzed the movements of certain staff members who previously worked on world-class performance projects, and found that many of them are in the same city at the same time, as if preparing something truly massive. Amid all the commotion, one thing is becoming increasingly clear. This comeback plan is not just an announcement or a concert. There's something deeper behind the preparations, as if Taehyung wants to give an extraordinary gift to the fans who've been waiting so long. He seems to want to show his most honest and artistic side in a form he's never presented before. If previous concerts were musical celebrations, then this project feels like a living work of art, full of meaning, full of symbolism, and full of sincerity. And now, as the shadow of that moment draws closer, the world seems to be holding its breath. Fans have started counting the days, then the hours, then the minutes, trembling with hope. They know that whatever Taehyung has prepared in silence, the final result will always surpass their imagination. Because every time he returns to the stage, he doesn't just come as an idol, he comes as a phenomenon. With all the signs that have emerged, it's clear that the new chapter he's building will be one of the most monumental moments in his long journey. The world isn't just waiting for the return of an artist. The world is waiting for the birth of a performance that will mark a new chapter in history. A super luxurious stage that's not just entertainment, but an experience designed to shake the soul, dazzle the eyes, and carve out memories that will never fade. And when that grand curtain finally rises, one thing is certain. The entire world will witness how an artist returns in a way that is not just grand, but legendary.